What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a whole new episode, a whole new season of the Haves and the Have-Nots. Baby, I hope y'all remember that it was on because listen, I truly forgot. I thought the thing was coming on next week. Okay, I said, well, next week is December, right? I thought the shit was coming back in December. Okay, I didn't know it was coming back this week, but I thank God I was able to catch it and was able to put it on DVR because you know when it comes on, I be at work, but let's just get into it. This is a whole new season of the Haves and the Have-Nots. I'm kind of thankful that, you know, we didn't have to wait too long because it did come back it came back a little bit later than it usually do because, we usually get a whole new season in January. We get a whole new season the week of my birthday, January 7th, that Tuesday in my birthday week. So it either be January 5th, January 6th, or January 7th when we get a episode for the new season. So it came back earlier, which I am completely fine with because I needed something to entertain my Tuesday nights. Okay, Paul. Speaking of entertaining my Tuesday nights, let me tell y'all something. Let me see what channel is it on. Nope, that's not what I want because it's on right now. Is it ABC7? Yes. I'm sorry to plug another show within this show. Once you get through watching the Has and the Have-Nots, y'all need to go watch ABC7's Big Sky. Okay? Baby. This is the second episode. It comes on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock or probably 10 o'clock wherever you at, but 9 o'clock my time. Baby, I saw that first episode and it took me out. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was about. Something about it just said, Ashley, go ahead and give it a chance. And when I tell you that ending took me out, and you know what else y'all need to watch? On HBO, it's a show called The Undoing. If you got HBO Max or whatever, or you know, you can go back and look at all the other episodes because I think it's only a limited series or whatever. They doing the season finale next week. But that is such a good show with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman. Not Hugh Jackman, but what's the other British boy? God damn. The one that was in Notting Hill with Julia Roberts. Him. Yeah. Damn. It ain't Hugh Jackman. It's a Grant. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant. There you go. It's such a good show. It's such a good show. I'm sorry. That's when I've been looking at. Y'all be asking me what I be watching and stuff on my Instagram, so that I wanted to put that out there. But let's just get up into this episode because this episode was pretty good. The Haves and the Have-Nots season 8, episode 1, The Long Game. Okay. Now we remember that the last episode ended of season 7 with Wyatt in his car slumped over. We just gonna get Wyatt ass about the way right about now because the white lady was walking her dog and she was like, "Hey, come on, Mixie, take your little shit so we can go. Let's go," you know. And she was like, oh my god," and I was like, "Girl, what are you? Oh my god, in that girl, Wyatt laid up in the car like this." Yeah, he was a little snort. She's like, "Oh my god." So of course she's gonna call the cops, all right? Because you see somebody hanging out their car, you don't know what's going on. So she calls the cop. They get Wyatt. And what did I tell y'all in my last reviews? Okay, go back to the last episode review a few weeks ago, okay? Probably last month, you know. And what did I say? Wyatt ain't dead. Wyatt ain't dead. The The police officer was like, "Who is this?" The car is registered to Jim Cryer. "Oh yeah, I know him." It was like, "Who was up in the car?" It was Wyatt. "Is this the one that was missing from the hospital, that escaped from the hospital?" It was like, you know what? These rich people and their problems, they always getting away with stuff. They always doing some crazy stuff and all this stuff. Woo woo woo. You know, they was like, "Yep, it's Wyatt Cryer." Okay, you know, he just whatever. Meanwhile, she just over the fact that, you know, Wyatt is still alive. Okay, they was like, "Is he alive?" "Yeah, he alive. He's got a little faint pulse, but he got a pulse." Okay, it's there. It's faint as hell, but it's there. Girl, I'm sitting here like this. Why? Because it does not matter what Wyatt does. Wyatt can stab himself in the freaking heart and he will still come back. Okay? Wyatt has went through the ringer. Wyatt has died or been near death at least 15,000 times, okay? And he has more lives than a black cat, okay? And I'm just not understanding. It's like one of the main characters, for this to be so much more better than it is, one of the main characters got to get killed off, okay? One of the main characters really do have to get killed off, to be quite honest. I just need to see that happen, and then I'm going to really be like, damn. That's probably going to be when the show goes off. When they start, like he did. Please, let me just put this out here. Tyler Perry, if you are watching this review, hi, it's Ashley, and I just want to let you know I do love the show. But let me just tell you this. Whenever this show comes to an end, please do not do what you did to this show, what you did to If Loving You Was Wrong. I don't want everybody to get killed off all in the last episode. No. Okay? Space that shit out. Kill them off different times within the season if that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it all in the last episode. Don't solve everything in the last episode. Periodically and sporadically do it in the episodes. I mean in the series, okay? In the season, I should say. Girl, cause I still am not over that. Cause we still ain't. I'm not even finna do that. Cause If Loving You Was Wrong series finale really pissed me off. Okay, it really messed me up because it was a lot of unanswered questions that we still didn't get no answer to. But anyway, so he alive. Go over there to the jail. Catherine up in there. Okay. That lady that was in the jail next to her talking all her mouth and all up in Catherine's business and everything. Catherine was like, I can't believe I'm still up in this bitch. I said, Catherine, sweetie, you're in jail. Okay? You're in jail. What did you think? Jim is in the hospital. You killed somebody and you tried to put it on somebody else. Okay? So, I don't like the fact, even though Veronica is a bitch. I just felt the way that this white woman put this murder of this black woman on another black woman, but we're not gonna get into that. I just had to mention it, okay, because it was on my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I said, Catherine, it's not like you're not in jail for a reason, okay? You are very much in jail for a reason, and your money ain't finna get you out anytime soon. Not just yet, okay? It might, but not just yet, And so the lady keep on talking to her. It was like, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't this and whatever. She was like, bitch, why are you up in my business? You in my business? Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Like, stop it. She was like, okay, girl, but you're gonna need a bitch like me around when you get up into the big house, and you're gonna really think that wish that you was back here, okay? She was like, why would I need somebody like you? Okay, who the fuck are you? She was like, girl, I'm the one that got connections, okay? You got the money, bitch, and I got connections, okay? We can be a team together. Catherine looking like ain't nobody got time for this. And so, the black officer, he comes over there to let her know that Wyatt has been found. He's back in the hospital. And what wound up happening is he looked like he committed or tried to commit suicide. She was like, I already know he tried to commit suicide. He was like, no, it's so much deeper than this. Because when he went and did it the time when he was in jail, them was superficial wounds, okay? This time he went so much more deeper without them realizing or knowing that it wasn't him that did it. It was Vinny that did it, So, of course, Catherine needs to get out of jail. Oh, get me out of here. I need to call my lawyer. I need a phone call. He was like, listen, I can't do that. She was like, listen, bitch. He was like, the chief's still here and everything. You trying to get me to lose my job? She said, listen, I will have your salary in your bank account by the morning, okay? If you just let me get a phone call. Me, okay, Mr. Do Right, he's sitting there like, first of all, that sound pleasing, that's tingling in my ear like, oh, I can jump at the chance. But listen, I can't do that. I got to be straight by the book. Can't give you no extracurriculars. Can't give you no extras or whatever. The chief is still here, and I'm not about to lose my job over giving your ass a phone call when I shouldn't have. Okay, so we're going to have to come up with something else. I said, bruh, I'm thinking like, this job, if I get fired, 9 out of 10 is she gonna give me the salary in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? And if I get fired, I put that on her, give her the guilt trip. She'll give me a little bit more to sustain me or whatever. She got a lot of money. Oh, bitch, Catherine got a lot of goddamn money. Okay? And I was like, maybe. And then the devil on my shoulder is telling me go ahead and do that for those reasons. But the other side of me is like, sometimes you can't really trust white people. Rich white people, I should say. Not just white people, but rich white people with a racist ass husband. Speaking of racist ass people, now I ain't saying that he is, but Jim Cryer is a fucking Trumper in real life. Girl, I found that out a couple of weeks ago when they were talking about this whole election shit. I said, oh, it makes a lot of sense though. Okay, because in those scenes where he was talking bad to Hannah and being a little racial and everything, it just hits a little bit different now that I know that. First, my show, P Valley, got Isaiah Washington, homophobic trumpet ass on there. Okay, playing the mayor. Okay, and now you got Tyler with this motherfucker on here. Wow, the more you know. Okay. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I seen the video of him talking, he was very much on Trump's side. I was like, okay. I did not know that, but I'm not all the way surprised. But anyway, yes. Okay. You just can't trust people on this show. You just can't trust these white people on this show. Okay. So, Mr. said, listen, I wait till the chief leaves. He leaves at the end of the shift and I try to get to the phone call or whatever. So that's all that I can do right about now. So that's all that she got. That's all that we're going to have. Meanwhile, Hannah is about to meet up with, the lawyer, the accountant, people, and Marty, who are always doing her money or whatever, Catherine's money and all that stuff, and making sure that they got this plan to basically take money from Catherine's account to fund something else that they got going on. And, thinking that they can do it underneath Catherine's nose because Hannah is now in charge and Hannah is just the maid. They keep on looking at her just as the maid and she don't know what's going on. And truth be told, Hannah don't know what's going on. But Hannah sat there with them 3 people, okay? They was trying to get her to sign off on a whole bunch of stuff. And she said, what you not about to do? I said, I was proud of my girl. She said, yeah, I'll look this over. She was like, I'm not about to sign nothing until I talk to Catherine about it and I look this over first, okay? They was trying, but we need to hurry up or she's gonna lose millions. Okay, and like I said, let me look this over and then I will talk to Catherine about it. They was like, how long it's gonna take? Give me like 24 hours or whatever. It is what it is, but I'm gonna look this over first before I sign anything. Because what you won't do is try to pressure me to sign something right here, right now, and I don't know what the hell it is that I'm signing. Okay? They thought that they could pull a wool over Hannah's eyes and it would be real easy. Hannah got their asses out the goddamn house and Hannah sat there and opened up that laptop and got on Google, bitch. What is a shareholder? I said, I know that's fucking right, bitch. Okay, some of y'all need to take Hannah's lead. Okay, you see what she doing? She don't know what it is. What she do? She go to a free application called what? Google. And if you don't like Google, go to Bing. If you don't like Bing, bitch, Yahoo's still in existence too. There you go. Look the shit up, okay? But I was like, all right, Hannah. Hannah made me proud in that moment because you were not about to let these men railroad your ass, okay? We not about to do that. All right. They was pissed off and all this stuff. But when they was talking about all of what Catherine is, Catherine got like 64 properties all over the goddamn state or whatever. She got the biggest property, which is the Artesian Hotel. She got this condo where she letting Broderick still stay up in. We don't know where he at. Okay. She got like $75 million this place and she got $285 million here. I was like, God damn, so Catherine is rich, okay? I was like, damn, Catherine, since you being charitable or whatever and you giving out money and you letting people do, can I have, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that shit. I said, Hannah, Al had called him. Now, I finally learned the goddamn accountant that likes her, Al, that's his name. He called her trying to check up on her and he was like, Hannah was like, hello? Who is this? This is Al. And she was like, oh, my bad. My phone, the screen is cracked or whatever. He was like, you got enough money to go afford another one. She said, you thought that was funny? You thought that was funny? I said, Hannah, calm down. Calm down, okay? Now, see, Hannah was a little bit on edge. Al, he was just calling to see how she was, how the meeting went, trying to ask her out on a date again. Hannah ain't budging on that right about now. That's not what she focused on. She was like, listen, she got tunnel vision, okay? She tunnel vision on this whole estate and this money stuff or whatever. So I understand it. Al gonna get that. He gonna get that. He persistent. He look like he persistent. He not gonna stop until, he wear her down or whatever. Um, but Hannah feels some type of way. She probably all up in flux or whatever because when she was coming back from this meeting at the Criers' house, I should say, at Catherine's house, yeah. She gets out her car and this lady walks up and she was like, "Hello, my name is Lisa. I moved in next door. How are you doing?" She was like, "I'm fine. What's going on?" She was like, "Oh, I'm the new neighbor, yeah. And I just want to know, can I borrow some sugar?" Me and Hannah said, "Bitch, wait a minute. They really do that?" And I said, "Lisa, you fucked up right there, okay? You messed up right there when you said, 'Can I borrow some sugar?' Okay? First of all, you're black. I don't know no black person that came to another black person's house and said, 'Can I borrow some sugar?' I don't care what you see up in TV or whatever, but I don't know that in real life, okay? Maybe if they were somebody else or whatever, no. Okay, I don't. That's why me and Hannah said, they really do that shit up in real life? Oh, okay. And she was like, wait a minute, who you say you moved in? That's the Sanderson place over there. She was like, yeah, she's my mom. And she was like, okay, if she's your mother, what's her first name? Okay, listen. She was like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Okay, bitch, who the fuck are you? Okay, my name is Raven Dean, and, I'm a reporter, and I just want to talk to you about, this and this, and, Candace Young, and did you really throw her out when she was 14 years old? Is her father really a rapist, the one that raped you and all this stuff? Are you really a bad mother? Come on, give me something. I said, bitch, you really expected her to give you something after you just called her a bad mother and shit like that? I said, girl, you better be glad Hannah stayed Christianified and she didn't come down there and bop the fuck out of you because I would have. Mind you, this reporter chick is doing a favor for Landon, okay? Landon had called her up, trying to get some story, break a story or whatever on Candace and all that stuff. And basically rattle, Hannah enough to call Candace because they still trying to keep up with Candace or whatever. And so she did her job. And that's all I really care about that whole scene with Landon and that. Of course the president come in, he talked about something, he had a dream about Candace. He want Landon to go down there and check on her and see how she doing or whatever. Just check on her and pop in, pop out or whatever. Who cares, okay? And of course he called Oliver out on his cocaine habit and, who cares? I really don't care about that storyline. So that's why I zoomed past it. It really wasn't nothing. Meanwhile, let's get to David before we get up off here. Okay. David storyline ended last season with Miss Alyssa hoe-ass, that hoe-ass bitch. Okay, now let me tell you something. Lissa, I'm gonna call you Lissa, okay? You tried it. You really tried it, okay? And you ain't think this shit through, all right? This goes to show that, some of you hoes are really not all the way there, okay? Y'all don't think all the way through, okay? You think with your puss, and that's what you was doing. You was thinking with your puss. Like, I can trap this nigga. He's just like any other man who think with his little head. But you did not realize that this man is a smart man, okay? You knew that he was a judge or whatever. Obviously, he got to where he got to because he was smart enough to get there, or crooked enough and smart enough to get around the corners. Either fucking way, he had some type of smarts about him, okay? And you didn't think all the way through. Alyssa go running outside. Oh my God, because remember, she was up there doing him and everything and talking about something. She wanted a house. He was like, listen, bitch, I ain't say I was giving you a house. I said apartment. And she was like, oh, you gonna do it either way. And then she closed that door on her arm and then ran outside trying to scream like he had sexually assaulted her and all that stuff. And then here come Leo, the security guard. David was like, get her in here. Girl, Leo said, I can't do that because I hear what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do that. He said, it's about a bitch. The neighbors finna hear this shit. David pulled Alyssa down. Girl, if you don't get your ass up in here and threw her on the floor. I said, I know that's right, David. Now knock her ass out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You a black man in this rich neighborhood. Don't do that. Mm-mm. Okay, because they gonna be quick to call the cops. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Bitch, what wound up happening is Alyssa is on the floor laughing. I got you back. Okay, you're gonna get, this is revenge for what you did for breaking up me and my sister and sending her away and for killing her. Because you know the sister's a dope head. Okay, the sister died from a drug overdose and all that stuff because of what happened, you know. David had to put them in separate foster homes. I don't know if it was separate foster homes or whatever, but he took them away from her father because the father was being very abusive to them. Okay, so David didn't know what was gonna happen. So how you gonna put that on him? Okay, and this is all her plot to get back at him because she died and all this stuff and woo woo woo, and she got separated. You know, so I manipulated your ass. I knew that you was gonna be up in here and doing all this stuff, okay? And then, you know, we had sex, so therefore there is vaginal bruising or whatever, and then this bruise on my arm that I did to myself and woo woo woo. And it was like, okay, if you want to get away with it, go ahead and do that. You know, call the cops and tell them what's going on, okay? That's what you need to do. She got on the phone and she called 911, and David pulled out a recorder and played back that whole conversation that just had, where she implemented herself and told on herself and said that she did all this shit on purpose to get back at him. Girl, I said, hang the phone up, bitch. He said, listen, bitch, I knew something was up with your ass. I knew something was up with your ass, so I had you recorded. Bitch, you recorded all. Do you want to go back upstairs and play back the tape of us fucking and all the other shit that was going on? Because, baby, it's recording around this whole house, okay? I knew something was going on with your ass. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh my God. He was like, listen, I ain't had shit to do with your goddamn daddy, okay? Listen, you was in a fucked up predicament. I ain't know nothing was going to happen like that to your sister. I didn't kill your sister, okay? You know, I just wanted you out of that home where you was being abused. Well, it was better than what happened to my sister. Okay, but you can't put that on her. You can't put that on David, I mean. All right? You know, David had to break that shit down for her, okay? You can't do that. You know? Get your ass some help, bitch. That's what you need to do, okay? And of course, the cops show up. A white cop show up. I said, oh, no. No, and I keep on bringing up the race, whatever, because of the climate we in, and he in this white neighborhood. You can tell that it's a affluent neighborhood or whatever, most likely mostly white, and this is a black man, and I'm like, you called the cops on this black man. This is not the time to be doing that, okay? This is not the time to be doing that. All right, he can have the license, registration, and the deed to the house with his name on there and the picture, and they'll still try some stuff. I said, Alyssa, what is your problem? All right, so she lied and said, you know, we was up here doing some little role playing stuff. I like it a little kinky. He like it a little kinky or whatever. You want to take me home and all that stuff. The cop said, listen, bitch, just keep the shit down. Okay. You know, she was like, David said, now you can get your ass out of here. She said, can I get my shoes? No, bitch. We'll throw them things to you later. Okay? That's what we'll do. And so she left about the house. And then David had to talk to Leo like, listen, I saw you was hesitant back there and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Next time you do that again, you will be fired because your job is to protect me. Okay? So if I tell you to do something, you do that. Okay? You know, he was like, gotcha, boss. All right. I said, good old David. You know, David said you can't pull one over an OG. You can't pull one over an OG. I was like, all right. Now, David, I rooted for you right then and there. See, let me tell you something. Oh, girl, what did you think was going to happen? Let me tell you what happened in this situation. You thought you was going to get over on David, and what David really got out of it, David got your ass on tape, and he got a nut out of it. What the fuck? He got a 2 for 1. Bitch, get out of here. Anyway, moving on from that, Veronica fucked Samuel, okay, Laurel, and we come to find out Samuel is just much of a hoe as Laurel Veronica is, okay. You know, he played that doting husband type of role to Veronica, trying to make it seem like he don't cheat on his wife or whatever, until Veronica busted him out about whoever else that he be cheating on and got a kid with or whatever in the last season, and before they had sex on that pile of money, okay, because Veronica already know Laurel and Samuel is up to something, okay, up to something. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they do what they do up on their bed or whatever. And, you know, he liking it or whatever. He's like, yeah, you good and all that stuff. She was like, it's called maturity. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was like, us older women, we know what we doing or whatever. You been fucking around with these young girls and all this shit. I said, Veronica, keep a young, dumb boy toy in her purse. She do all the fucking time, bitch. You know, she talking about, he was like, damn, I can do this again and all this stuff. She was like, come on, you want to go again? He was like, nah. She was like, yeah, I can go all night. You want to know how I do it? I masturbate. I said, ooh, Veronica. Girl, I know you into that shit. Now, let me tell you something. This shit didn't bother me. I was rooting for Veronica. I said, Veronica, bitch, this probably won't be the only time that I root for your ass when it comes to playing these niggas. I said, you better fucking do that. Now, Samuel think he playing Veronica. Meanwhile, Veronica really playing his ass, okay? You know, she was like, you can have this money or whatever. Come on and stay with me. And he was like, nah, I ain't finna do that because it's like a game that you setting up or whatever. It's a win and lose situation. Either I get the money and then you're gonna be like, I was just there to get the money or whatever, or I come back or whatever. That means that I'm really here for. I leave the money. That means I'm really here for you and all that stuff. Because he acted like he really liked Veronica and all this stuff or whatever. And at one point, Veronica told him, leave your wife. I said, Veronica, what? Now, she was like, that girl gonna eventually leave your ass anyway. You might as well just leave your wife, okay? But whatever, you know, he left her ass, slapped her on the ass and everything, left out the house. And when she did that, she was doing all that smiling and stuff. As soon as he left, the smile left. The smile left just as quick as Samuel left, okay? She was like, oh, these young, dumb. And I know he probably got my money. He was like, pretty face, just dumb as hell. I said, bitch, ain't that what I was saying the whole season when I seen Samuel? And that's what I call him. His name is Samuel. I know, before somebody try to correct me. And I call him Samuel on purpose. Girl, I said he got a pretty face, but he dumb as shit. That's what I said. Veronica agreed with me, bitch, okay? You know, so that's what was going on with them. Meanwhile, Samuel get a phone call from Derek, you know, or he called Derek trying to get up a little lie about where he was because, you know, he's supposed to have went out the house to go get something and come back. And, you know, he got to make up a lie for Laurel, you know. And so Derek was like, she already called me. And, you know, I told her we was out drinking or whatever at Mickey's, okay? That's what we was. And he was like, you know, who was you out with? He was like, you was out with Regina. He was like, I was with Regina. No, you wasn't because Regina called me too. I was like, damn, Derek know your side hoes or whatever. What type of relationship is this? No, I keep shit like that to myself, okay? I don't need you to know all my indiscretions and my adulterous habits or whatever. You know, my philandering habits. Yeah, I don't need you to know that, okay? So you won't be implemented. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, I got this new thing. And he's like, tell me it ain't Veronica. You gotta stay away with that old broad. I said, yeah, bitch, the one that you just got hooked off of. Girl, he was like, leave that hoe alone. Please don't fuck around with that bitch because we trying to take that hoe down, okay? Girl, he get home to the house. I guess Veronica done gave Laurel some lingerie or whatever. She was like, bitch, where you was? Okay, so you said you was out or whatever, but you ain't even look at me like, look, I got on lingerie and everything. I'm trying to get some. Come on, let's go. And he was like, nah, baby, I'm tired. You tired? What you been doing all day? I'm the one that's tired. I'm the one that's been working and doing all this stuff. Like, and you ain't even a bit turned on by this. Like, look at my lingerie. No, like, if I wanted Veronica Harrington, I would have had Veronica Harrington. You up here dressed like her and everything. I said the way he flipped that shit, bitch. She was like, wait a minute, what you want me to take that off? Let me tell you something. The way he flipped that shit is the way I flip shit on a lot of stuff. Okay? Let me tell you that. I just want to put that out there. I put it out there in the video. I can admit, I could be a little toxic. Ashley could be a little toxic, okay? You know what I'm saying? You will not get me caught up. I will flip that shit and make you feel like I did the wrong. But I flip that shit and make it seem like you was in the wrong for asking. And make you say, sorry. I'm sorry that I even asked you that. Exactly. Don't ask me no shit that you don't want to know the real answer to. But I can admit it. It's not something that I'm proud of. Even though I'm smiling, it's not something that I'm proud of. But I'm gonna work on it. Okay? That's probably why I'm in the predicament that I am now. But anyway, let me shut up. Spilling all my tea. But that was what was going on with that. And then while Hannah was up there looking at the stuff for the episode ends when Hannah was looking up the stuff at those paperworks or whatever at the Crier's house. and somebody comes into the door and it's Derek. I said, oh no. And then the preview gonna say, that's how it is, you gonna do me like that? I said, bitch, how else you think you think it's supposed to be all good in the hood after she, boy, I tell you the audacity, okay? But anyway, that was the haves and the have-nots. You guys tell me how you feel about this season opener, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.